Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Building a Nation with Polonia Warszawa. We're on the page today of Jan de Oliveira Calvacante, the guy who scored a couple of goals against us in the past. He was actually transfer listed in the summer, and he's a fairly solid player, but Arsenal wanted 56 million for him. You know, like, he's good, but he's not worth paying £56 million for. Not that we could get anywhere near him, but that's why he is fully scouted, or for the most part anyway. He hasn't really played much for Arsenal this year. I don't know what his actual history's like. Just having a little look at him here. Started at Cruzeiro, went for £18 million to Porto in the end. They then flipped him 2 years later to Arsenal for £43 million. Had a couple of really solid seasons for Arsenal, 14 goals and 15 goals. Then kind of tailed off a bit last year, and this year he's got nowhere near the team, although he has actually done alright in the one game that he did play. So there is that, I suppose. Now this is a kind of a big day. It turns out, as for always, I seem to get it wrong as to, for some reason, I thought the Champions League groups were symmetrical. So if it goes Salzburg, Juve, PSG, I thought the second round of fixtures would be PSG, Juve, Salzburg, but that turns out I think it was done that way at one point, but it's not anymore. So today it's actually PSG and Salzburg, both away from home. So it really is a case of we have to go and win in Austria. We win in Austria, we'll go on to 10 points, and that will wrap up third place guaranteed, pretty much. And I think it would give us a really good shot at second spot if we can get on to 10 points before our final day match against Juventus. Because if we're still 3 points or even 4 points, well, if we're 4 points clear, we've got it. So it's really going to matter. We kind of need to hope that we can get something we can beat Salzburg and hope that PSG beat Juventus. That's kind of the key things that have to happen today. But we'll see, really. I mean, if we come up with something amazing against PSG, then it might not matter at all, and we'll be going for that group win. But I think it's a little bit on the unlikely side. You never know, though. Unfortunately, there were some injuries that we got in our first game, and it's frustrating because it means that both Lisek and Diego Silva are going to miss the first game of today's episode, which is away at PSG. Frustrating as all hell, and it meant that we had to move some stuff around for the last league game too, to make sure that we had a player from who was under 21 and Polish, trained in Poland, in the squad for it, because I couldn't rest everybody. So it was Vigi, I brought Strakolski up from the B team, and he actually scored a goal, so that's kind of nice too. And one other thing, our B team knocked Legia Warsaw out of the cup. They knocked their A team out of the Polish Cup. That is the funniest thing I've ever seen, and I'll show you it too because it is great. When I saw this score, I couldn't believe it. We put 7 goals past Legia Warszawa's A team. 7 times we scored against them. Jan grabbed a pair, Mikulski in there, Sepe got a pair, Bialarowski got himself a pair. It was loads of goals. They had a pretty strong team out too, but we beat them 7-5 in the Polish Cup. So for our B team to knock out their A team is the ultimate insult, and I bloody love it. Right, some games off camera for us, and we're back for PSG. So we started off with a 4-0 thrashing of Wisła, goal from Blaise Lisek, and a lovely hat-trick there from Mateusz Zwigawa. Some more goals for him to add to his tally for the year. I think he's definitely going to break his goal-scoring record this season, and that'd be very, very nice indeed. Unfortunately, Silva's injury is some strained ligaments, so he's not going to be out for that long, but Lisek actually came off with a smaller injury, but is going to miss 3 weeks. So I think he'll be back for the Salzburg game, but he is going to miss today's match. So Bonavento will be definitely in, and of course Victor Hugo in as well, which is never normally a bad thing. We then followed that up with a comfortable 5-0 victory in the cup. Goals from Roscoe, Shabal grabbed one, another pair for Zwigawa, and one for Brian Gorosito. Just an all-round good performance. And then finishing things off with a rather unusual pair of goal scorers. That we had Strakolski and a goal from Saavedra to give us a 2-0 victory away at Rakov. We got 70% possession, which I think is the most we've had for a long, long time. We dominated them. But look at their system. A back 5, 2 DMs, 2 wide midfielders, and then just a striker who's presumably going to have to use beacons to communicate with the rest of his team. So there you go, a 2-0 victory. And that of course leaves us still only 5 points clear at the top of the league. Lechia having a damn good season. Zag up there as well, having a lovely time, because Marilusson is banging in the goals for them, and of course Mr. Olivier has got 5 assists for them as well. So, and Kowalczyk I think might be on loan from us as well. No, wait, sorry, I sold him to them in the summer, I think. So yeah. It's good to see that we're bringing through Polish players that are actually having an impact in the league too, which is really, really nice. But yeah, Zvigi top scorer with 13 league goals, Lisek with 8 as well. But Zvigi to already be on 13 is a brilliant sign. I think he could beat Victor Hugo's 23 goals this season. I think he could get close to 30 if he really puts his mind to it, and that's exciting. Manchester City did beat Milan in their match, which means that their group is actually getting very interesting now. Just to take a little look at this now. If Lechia can beat Benfica today, they will have as good as wrapped up that third. In fact, no, if they beat Benfica today away from home, they will be wrapping up third spot, but they'll also be in a very good spot to potentially qualify out of their group, which would be amazing. As for us, it's a fairly simple story. If we were to come here against PSG and win, I think that would basically be us winning the group. but there's a lot that can still happen, so let's just get into it. Players are going to be missing and unregistered and all sorts. So we're going to do a quick pick to shake everything up. So Zvigawa is not playing on the left. We're going to bring in old Victor Hughes, and obviously up top will be Zviggy. Gorosita's been rested and ready. Campagnano's there. Orozco's been rested. Bonavento, unfortunately, we had no choice but to play him in the last game because of Silva's injury, so he's going to be a little bit on the knackered side. Shabal will come back in. Pandurovic and Freitas. Albarracin is all fresh, and it will be, of course, Franceschi in goal, not Iglesias. But for the most part, we're pretty rested. Missing a couple of players. I wish we had Lisek and I wish we had Silva particularly, but we don't. What can you do? So on the bench, we're going to go with Saavedra, Oyeneda, Triviero, Jovanovic, Rosa, Garcia, and Kev. I feel like we've reached a point where our best course of action is to try to win the game, basically. There's no time for pussyfooting around here. Like, we have a job to do, and it's to try and win matches, and I feel like we've got the quality now to maybe make that happen. But we are going to play on positive and not attacking, and I am going to do this from the very off, because I feel like this worked for us in the second half against them, and they're playing the same system, so I hope that it will work from the start this time, but we'll see. I feel like that's our best course of action, is to use those wide areas, get the ball down there, and try and get some balls in the box, because, yeah, okay, we scored the penalty, and then Zviggy got a bit of fortune, but still, we looked a lot better in the second half playing like that. Breakaway chance for us, though, maybe. Campagnaro, that's it, get the ball and run, mate. Show some fight. Zvigawa, use the middle of the park. You've got players there. Campagnaro, to have a go himself, maybe. Orozco, nice work. Here we go. Victor Hugo needs to make that run, though. He just didn't make it fast enough. Albarracin, though, can he find a ball in? He finds Victor Hugo instead. Oh, back post. Or Orozco, Campagnaro. Oh, it's deflected and wide, and there was a goal in another game, but it hasn't appeared in the thing yet. It's actually 1-1 in the other match. So that's an interesting turn of events. Oh, Zviggy, no. 1-1 in the other game would be very useful for us if we could somehow hold on to something here. Brilliant. Absolutely spectacular tackle. We lost the ball. And it's over the crossbar, but a 1-1 draw in that game would be huge, because it would start to put a bit of a gap between us and Juve, with us still having to play them at home. Ball in, Sergi. Oh, no way. What is it with us and penalties in the Champions League, man? When do they ever not give a penalty? I actually can't remember the last time they went to VAR and didn't immediately give a penalty. Like, I don't know, what's the point? They're always outside the box and it's always a penalty. Militao steps up and it's in the back of the net, right down the middle. Franceschi probably could have saved that one, but he didn't, unfortunately. That's a bit annoying. Oh, God, it's always the penalties. Is this down the middle? Oh, come on, man. Oh, Jesus. What was that? We've not been excellent tonight. It was always going to be tough away from home, but we are still trailing, only to that penalty, unfortunately. But we need to get the ball out wide faster so we can get down those wings and get balls into the box. That seems to be our best course of attack, and we're just not able to do it enough at the moment. Rursa with that's a very long throw. It's going to come back to him. We need a good cross on the end of this, or something. Go on. Oh, he's run. Oh, God. All right, well, this is going to be where's the right back gone, isn't it? Go on, get out there, Martino. Oh, come on! Why is... pendulum, my God. Oh, Jesus. Penalty and then that. We get some real nonsense in the Champions League. Look at that! And then... Oh, my God. Yeah, hold your heads in shame. What has Franceschi done today? Oh, my God. And Juventus are now winning their match, unfortunately. Which is making things a lot more difficult for us in the long run. We're going to have to make sure we come up trumps against Juve in in our game against them. Luis Felipe. A penalty, and that is how we've conceded goals today, though. Oh, God. We really do our best to try and plug gaps, and then we still get... Oh, good save from Franceschi that time. They've just got better than us in today's game, unfortunately. I don't know, maybe the mistake was going too attack-minded. Maybe we should have gone on cautious for a bit and just tried to bite our way into the game. But even so, oh my God. Even their clearances are deflecting directly to their players. Incredible. Perez. Anybody going to close them down at all? Oh my God, where's the space? Why was he so unmarked? Okay. What I would say, though, is we are still in a position, though, 4-1, where if we beat Salzburg in the next match and PSG beat Juventus, then we will be through before we even have to play Juventus. So there is that as a potential option. So we could still be in a good shape, but that is a frustrating one. Nothing says we definitely didn't deserve anything from this game just based on everything overall. But the way we conceded those 2 goals is still incredibly frustrating, you have to say. But there you go. We've got our Red Bull Salzburg away next. We need to go there, get a victory, and that will probably put us through to the next round. Because then we move back onto 10 points, and Juventus, if they lose, will be on 6. They need to go and beat PSG. And if they beat PSG, things get very interesting after that. Right, we're back. Had a couple of games off camera, as you'd imagine. 6 goals put past Visva in the league, as you'd imagine. Pair for Campagnaro, a Philippe Max own goal, a penalty from Olprich, and a pair from Robin, getting him a couple of goals, which is nice to see. Olprich actually had a really good day, a couple of assists for him as well. Good performances all round. Strazakovsky has been thrown into the team quite often because I have to have one under-22 Polish player in the team, and Lisek and Zwigoła I need to rest a lot, so Strzałkowski has come in and done a really decent job for us so far this season, the youngster, and it's great. Unfortunately, though, a rested team could not get past Legia in the home game in the league. Probably the poorest performance we've had for quite a while, actually. Zwigoła gave us the lead, which is always very nice. Freitas was man of the match, but Patrick Guillaume, who I believe is the youngest, sorry, not the youngest, the shortest player in the league at 5'2", gave them an almost instant equaliser, unfortunately. So more drop points and another goal conceded, but another goal for Zwigoła, taking his total to 20 for the season already, which is mental. Right, now it's Salzburg away. We need to come here and get a victory, so hopefully we'll do that. So it's pretty simple, really. If we win today against Salzburg, we've already wrapped up third spot, but if we win today against Salzburg, we go on to 10 points. If Juventus lose to PSG and we win, then we are through in second spot, guaranteed. If they draw and we win, they go on to 7 points and we'd have a definite good advantage of them, given that we won the away leg against them, and we basically just need to get a draw in the home leg to get through, basically. So it's all looking pretty damn good. Oh my god, I just noticed that Legia won 2-1 away at AC Milan. That is mental. I don't know what that does to that group, but we can have a look we'll have a look later. I think they might have qualified. That aside, which, if that's true, that's freaking amazing. Then again, they did get the draw against them early, but to win at Milan is insanity. But they did, they got the draw against Benfica away. They beat them at home. This would be huge for them. Anyway, we'll come back to that later. Lisek will come back in now, which is nice. Silva is fresh and fit. Orozco, Triviero, or Gorosito picked up an injury, so he probably will, or is it Triviero or Jovanovic? I kind of want to go for Jovanovic, unfortunately, for them. Campagnaro, Albarracin, Oyeneda, Freitas, Ivanov. It's the only real option we've got because of the injury to Shaybal. He picked up an injury 2 days ago in training. Very annoying. And we want Franceschi in goal. Iglesias got called up to the Argentinian national team ahead of Franceschi. What are you doing? What are you doing? On the bench, though, we're going to have Bonavento there, Pandurovic, Triviero there. Wait, whoa. Zwigoła is starting the match. I didn't notice that. Rosa, Strzałkowski, and, of course, my man, Kev. So that's fine. I think we can go out here and get the victory. We beat them 6-0 in the home leg. 1-0, I'd be fine with. I really hope I put Victor Hugo on the bench. God damn it, I didn't put Victor Hugo on the bench. That was a really... I should have resorted the bench. That's a big boo-boo from my part because I feel like I would have brought him on. And we don't have Oprich there either, so we're going to be a bit lacking. I'm still going to start on positive, not attacking, because I don't want us to get caught out. I feel like we're good enough to come here and get the victory, but all eyes really do need to be on the other game. But I don't want to fall behind. Oh, God, that's a dreadful clearance. Should be easily won here. Orozco's picked it up. Can he knock it through for someone? Goes for Silva. Everybody's overdoing it a little bit here. If we could just get the ball to someone in a sensible position. Orozco. Oh, well played. Albarracin digs it out. Jovanovic. Well saved. Lisek. And it's cleared. Oh, good chance. Good start. Quick off the mark there. And PSG are winning 1-0 away from home in the Allianz Arena. I don't know if that's called the Allianz Arena as well. The point is, they're doing their job. But PSG are doing us a huge favour right now. If they go and win there, and we were able to get the victory, we could be wrapped up second spot by the time we come into that final day. And it would be unlikely that we'd be able to finish above PSG, though, unfortunately. Zwigoła! Orozco! Oh, it's in! Mateusz Zwigoła on the rebound, 21st goal of the season. He actually has a really good record in the Champions League this year, and that's something for me that really is important. It's not just that he's scoring goals in the league for us, he is banging them in. I think that actually might be his 5th goal in the Champions League this season as well. Really nice work to get on this so quickly. Oh, that's just that's bad fortune there for Salzburg, but we've got the lead that we need. Come on. Please don't let them score directly from this situation. We've got a huge... And the thing is that league table in the top right hasn't updated yet. And I usually find that when that happens, it means something else is about to happen. But maybe it could be a second goal for us. We'll see. Campagnaro, can he dig one out for Lisek maybe? He does. Lisek! Oh, what a finish. Blaise Lisek. It's 2-0. And we are surely now going to qualify for the next round of the Champions League. He's straight back into the team with his 11th of the season. That was an incredibly cool finish. 2 goals, both inside the 14th minute. That might be the first time I've ever seen that. Lovely ball from Campagnaro, but what about this for a finish from Blaise Lisek? First time across the goalkeeper, through his legs, I think. It's 2-0 and we are cruising now. Lovely. Oh, Juve have equalised. The thing we did not want is the equaliser for Juve. Milinkovic has got the goal. I do love that for all of our foreign imports and all that, and they're good players, believe me, it's the 2 young Polish players that have come through our youth academy, the homegrown heroes that have got both the goals for us today. That's really nice to see. Zvigi, Orozco. We're going to get one of those amazing goals where with build-up is just all over the shop. Campagnaro. Jovanovic. Oh, he's hit the post with it. Brilliant work. I feel like we're about to sum up something brilliant. Oh, and it's in. What a finish that is from Juan Orozco to wrap up the match for us. A 3-0 victory away. He scored a hat-trick against them in the first game. He's now got 7 goals, and we're not even at Christmas yet. He got 7 last season, and that was insane. But this is one hell of a finish. Look at this. Orozco's just picked that one out. It's at the near post as well. 7 goals for the season for Juan Orozco. What a moment. Lisek. Is there one more goal, maybe? Lisek having a little drive forward. There's nobody coming near him. Zvigawa round the side for Strazakovski, and he's put it in the back of the net for 4-0. All 3 of the young homegrown Polish talents teaming up in one move. Oh, my heart bleeds. It really does. That was glorious football. Lisek pits the ball up on the left-hand side here, drives at the defenders, plays a lovely little ball to Zvigawa. This ball around the corner from him, perfectly weighted, and there he is, Karol Strazakovski, with his first ever goal in the Champions League, assisted by Zvigi, 4-0 up. Beautiful. Oh, I feel like a proud dad. It's nice to see all the lads teaming up like that. We've really ground through them, and in the end, a 4-0 victory away from home is very comfortable. It was looking a bit touch and go briefly, but it has been completely solidified. It looks like it's going to be 1-1 in the other game, so we are not technically through to the next round yet. And still technically could win the group, but it's very unlikely that PSG will do anything other than beat Salzburg. Ball in. Lisek's nearly got another one. And there we have it. Red Bull Salzburg 0, Polonia Warszawa 4. Brilliant. Goal difference wise, we have a +9 goal difference, 7 better than Juventus. We've scored more goals and conceded less. I think even if we lost 1-0, we'd still go through. Tough ask to get any more than that, but I think we've had a really good season so far. To have a +9 goal difference in the Champions League is superb. We can't see the other groups. I just want to check. Yep. Yes, it is. It's true. They are through. That 2-1 victory away at Milan, even though they've only got 8 points, is enough to see them through, because it doesn't matter what Milan do on the final day. They're going to go through with a negative goal difference probably, because they've got City, I think, on the final day. The other thing that's important as well is the fact that they're getting money by winning those matches, and the fact they have got through, they're going to get another big chunk of money as well. They've not really looked phased in the Champions League. They didn't lose in either of the games, either of the ties at all. They didn't lose a single match. They've actually only lost 1 Champions League game, I think, in like 8 or 9 now? Very impressive. And that extra money is really going to help them massively and help the league. Right, so next episode is going to be Juventus and, of course, Zag, who are doing really well this year. But we need to try to not bugger this up here. Imagine if we went out now and Lech were our only remaining team in Europe. If it happens, it happens, but I think we'll be okay. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I really hope you have, we are in a really good spot right now, and for Lech alone, that's fantastic. Drop a like, that'd be glorious, and I'll see you guys in the next episode for the culmination of all this stuff. Hopefully we'll have 2 teams in the Champions League knockouts after Christmas. Maybe Lech will get through in the Europa League. They are in a promotion spot right now, but they've got the toughest games to come. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.